Yes. Oh, I love it. Yes. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey. We are down here, and the sun is just like beaming right into me, and I love every minute of it. I love it. So we are down here, honey. It's me, Erica. What are y'all doing? Oh my God, we got somewhere to go today. So you're just gonna ride with me today, all right? and Oh, the buzz on the online, honey, in the blogs, honey, is Monique and Chris Samuels. Monique filed for divorce from Chris Samuels. Monique is from Real Housewives of Potomac and Love and Marriage DC. Um, you may not have remembered Monique before she got into an altercation or she assaulted Candace Dillard Bassett. A lot of people didn't know who she was until she came out saying that, she was assaulted, basically. She lied, basically, child, to get ahead of the story, girl, which seems to be a pattern for Miss Thing, huh? Seems to be a pattern for Monique Delulu. She was the first one I called. I think she was the first one I called Delulu Samuels. Monique Delulu Samuels. I think that she was the first one. She was the first one. If you go back and watch my Potomac reviews about Potomac, my commentary before season 5, before she assaulted Candace, my commentary on Monique was always that she's not showing up as her authentic self. She's fake. She's phony. She's not telling the true story of who she is. She's not showing us who she is, right? And she was always like a B. I know that, the Housewives is ensemble casting, but she was never like a principal for me, right? She was never someone. She was always like a B cast member. I would even say like a Cynthia, right? Like, you take her or leave her. You can take her or leave her. She's not really making that much of an impact on the show. She has her drama here and there with the girls, but she was always trying to make it seem like she wasn't like them, right? She was always trying to do that, like act like that, right? So I never really cared for her. Like I was like, whatever. She was like, whatever. And then, girl, season 5, and before season 5 started, Monique, went on a campaign to change the story of, to get people on her side. And boy, did it work. When I tell you it worked, I felt like I was in the twilight zone dealing with that scenario on that show, Candace and Monique fighting. It brought out so much ugliness in the people, right? Just ugliness, and people, who felt like she got what she deserved and all this other stuff. But ultimately, Monique let everybody know she don't need this little check, right? She don't need nothing. She fought Candace. She really had an issue with Giselle, and the reunion showed where her issues were, because when she brought her little binder, child, her little trapper keeper, right? When she brought her trapper keeper, honey, her Lisa Frank trapper keeper, honey, with her rainbow unicorn stickers, girl, the iridescent stickers, when you move a certain way and the little stars show something, she brought that, honey. But all the smoke coming from the binder was for Giselle. So we know in real life, I always felt like Monique really wanted to get at Giselle, but it's almost like you couldn't get at her because she's the one that you really wanted to be close to. But in this kind of weird, sick, kind of high school type, junior high school mentality, and you end up fighting the girl that's your friend, knowing good and goddamn well the crew that y'all trying to belong to don't like neither one of y'all. Okay. Um, and so that ultimately for me what it came down to, and I said several times that I know that Monique, after after she left and went to DC, I felt like there were times where Monique probably, oh shit, I didn't even see that damn them sirens or anything. I always felt like Monique was probably like, damn, if I was gonna leave that show, I should have actually beat the bitch's ass who I wanted to beat, which was Giselle, right? We all know that. I know she regrets that. Like, damn, if I was gonna beat somebody, yeah, you should have beat up the one that you wanted to beat up, the one that you let in your house after she started a rumor about the paternity of your son. Yeah, and you invited her in your home, and then you beat up your home girl, but your sister, right? Anyway, so she did that. Let's get ahead of the story, and then I remember Ashley coming out like a few, like I think it was last year. Was it BravoCon last year? Ashley came out and was like, yeah, they've been having a little problems or whatever. I was just with Monique or something like that. And then Monique came out and her, sitting on her live lying again. Like that was another thing. I was like, girl, why do you lie so much? Like why can't you just stand in it? Like you fought somebody, you beat her up, you acted a plumb fool, said you blacked out, but remembered, play by play of the situation. You know what I'm saying? But through this whole thing, we saw the dynamic between her and Chris, right? Their relationship, how she was always trying to, it almost felt like she was always trying to, and I think she cried about it several times, always trying to be something else, like not really being able to live in her truth. And then, of course, he was like an oomph, one of those kind of, oh, I'm just going to sit at home and you raise the kids and I'm a man and I'm a man, okay? I'm a man. So, that's what Chris was giving me, little chauvinistic type of fake traditional, right? The world is centered around him, and we saw that he kind of got on her nerves, right? They kind of had like even their back and forths were kind of like snippy toward each other. And then she left Potomac. She went over to Love and Marriage DC, and in Love and Marriage DC, I watched a few episodes, but I just always felt like she didn't really like Chris. I felt like Monique found herself in a relationship with someone for a lifestyle, and probably got in over her head, because a lot of these guys you marry for a lifestyle, they also have expectations on how you need to show up. And I don't think that Not for Lazy Moms, I don't think that layer of her, aromatherapy, I don't think that is that it goes along with who she is, NFL mom, and I mean NFL wife and stuff like that. I don't know. So she divorced him, honey. And then came out and said it wasn't true when Ashley said it. They said she filed in April and then filed again in June. What a Father's Day present, okay? And then the people said they haven't been posting on their Instagram for almost 6 months. They haven't posted each other on the Instagram. I think they were married 10 years. I think people came out and said that this report was coming from people. And it's so funny because in some of the clips I've seen of Monique, she was, talking shit about people. You know how people like to say that we're going our separate ways, but the truth is you were. And it's like, why do you keep lying? Like, how are you a reality star and you want to keep lying? You are on reality TV and you want to keep lying about your reality because there's a certain image that she wants to project to us that it's not her. And I think it's like an internal battle, right? Because it's like this real person, but what you're trying to show, and that's too much work. I feel like if you're going to be on reality TV, Just show your life. Like, it's too much work trying to live like a double life. Like, I don't understand how they do it. I don't understand how they do it. You leading this double life, girl. Let me make sure this damn thing is on. It is on. Yeah. So they're getting a divorce. Chris Samuels, we saw him the other day, a few weeks ago, looking slim and trim, honey. I'm sure the girls are waiting at the door. They just needed an official word. Some of them don't need an official word. They probably in his DMs already. Because, you know, he's a good man, Savannah, is what is going to happen and what the narrative is going to be. She was so mean to him. She didn't like him. You got married for a lifestyle. Sorry. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get this NFL player, not for long, not even not for lazy, not for long. And you know, they have a portfolio. My husband's portfolio. Remember that when she was at Potomac? Well, I hope she got they have a good prenuptial agreement, I'm sure. But we'll see how this works out for Monique. I don't want to see her on my television screen. She's vanilla. She doesn't give me what I need, you know, unless she's going to come on and be her true self, who she is when the cameras are down. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, what image you're trying to portray. Just be yourself, Hazel. Just be yourself. So I'm sure Chris is already going to be, you know, I'm sure Chris is already dating. If they've been not with each other for a while, I'm sure he's already dating or something, because there are women out there that think that he's a good man. So, you know, they'll be trying to get with Chris. He lost a little weight. I think he was in a church or something like that. So he's getting his spiritual life together, his spiritual health, his physical health. He lost a lot of weight. He looked like a young person. I was like, okay, Chris, this is where we're going, honey. Y'all doing the most. Anyway, so that's pretty much it about Chris and Monique. You know, we'll see. Like I said, I don't want to see her on my TV. We'll see how it plays out in the blogs. I'm sure the blogs that are, you know, that do reality shows will keep up. People Magazine is evidently keeping up with their lives. Somebody at People Magazine knows Monique's tea. Somebody close to them keep going to People Magazine, because she's always like, and People Magazine said, yeah, somebody at People Magazine knows your business, girl. And they've been trying to tell us that y'all been splitting up, and you've been trying to tell us, no, we're not. Well, like, why can't you just be honest and be like, yeah, we might be. I'm sick and tired of this nigga. I'm tired of him. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Look at how shady it is. The trees. So beautiful. I love it. But yeah, girl, we know what it is. He's probably getting on your nerves. I'm sure. You probably getting on his nerves, because you realize this ain't it. So now you have 3 kids. You was a married single mom. Remember, she used to be like, he don't help and this and that. I didn't watch too many episodes of the first season of Love and Marriage DC, because I wasn't gonna be like, oh, let me follow Monique, you know, to her next. I'm not a Monique fan. A lot of her fandom came from her violence and her beautiful face. She's a beautiful woman. Yes, her face card is chef's kiss. But she blacks out, and you know, like her friend Portia, she blacks out and attacks people, right? And then lies about it. That's the crazy part. That's why I was like, she don't have no credibility. Your credibility is whack. After these patterns of behavior, people seeing you always trying to get ahead of the story. And then you tell a lie to get ahead of the story. That's the crazy part. You tell a lie to get ahead of the story, and it's a pattern of behavior for you. So that's a cute house. Yeah, she doesn't do it for me. Never has. Anyways, y'all, so we'll see what goes on with over there at the Samuels household and how that works out. Shout out to Team Monique, honey. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.